Hello, welcome to the Weirdough. This is another episode of Weirdough Eats, where I tell you about a cool place or unique place or another place I've went to eat to give you my feedback and my review. So this is gonna be for Nara Ya. Honestly, don't know how to pronounce it, so I'm just gonna put it here. But this is gonna be a raver. I absolutely love this place. And I'm gonna try to go somewhere, like, I know I love all the places and I don't really have that many criticisms about this place because the places I've gone are places I think I'll like, and then I generally do a lot of research and stuff when I pick out places, so I tend to be right, but I will let you know if I don't like a place. I'll let you know. But I just want to show you the clips of this place. I'm going to show you the breakdown of this place because it is phenomenal. Like, this place is amazing. It got even a higher score than the last place I went to. I just did a video on Magnolia. I'll let you know like the things that are contingencies here with going here, because there are some contingencies, but let me just show you clips because ooh, the beauty. Oh, by the way, I didn't talk about my outfit. My outfit is super cute. Hold on. Oh. It's a little two-piece number I got from this place called Cider. I am not sponsored by them or the restaurant, letting you know this right now. Not sponsored, but I will leave a link to this outfit underneath the video because I think it's adorable. It's like a perfect little two-piece set and it's crazy comfortable. Like, it's so comfortable. It's like not too bad, but it's like, it was a little bit more pricey. Not too bad, but it is a two-piece set and it is extraordinarily cute and comfortable. But do not buy the blouse. I bought the blouse that came with a matching set. It's a no. It's a no for me. The buttons were crazy cheap. It was so thin. Just buy the two-piece set. Just buy your own like button-down blouse. Do not buy the blouse that comes with the actual set. But back to the point. The clips from the restaurant right now. Okay, so let's do a breakdown on how my reviews work. I do 5 different categories. I do parking, aesthetic, price, service, taste. And it's a weighted system. So the first 4 are out of 5, the last one is out of 10, and that's how I weight it, and I divide it by 6 to get your final score. So let's just go through the first one, parking. Parking's a huge deal to me. I live in DC, parking's always gonna be a huge deal to me because it is expensive to park anywhere in DC, unless it's like a Sunday, because for some reason on Sundays it's free, but because of it's being free on Sundays, it's a lot harder to find a parking spot. We thankfully went on a Thursday, which I Ubered, because I was going to drink, and I knew that Molly was gonna drink. Molly's the one who went with me. You've seen her before if you watch my channel. And so we both Ubered, but I would like to let you know, I personally only park at the wharf if I'm going to a concert. That is it. I do not park at the wharf any other time because it is expensive to park there. I just Uber. I don't live that far away from the wharf, so I can just Uber there, and that way I don't have to worry about driving for one, and then also it's kind of expensive to park at the wharf. But I am gonna give them a 5 because there's an actual parking lot and street parking. Very rare situation. And there's like multiple places that I know of around there that are street parking, which is a little bit further away, like 1 or 2 blocks away, but I know they exist. And I know that there's space for there to be a car. So, and there's like more than one. So there's more than one place I know there's street parking for cars, and it's like 1 or 2 blocks away from the wharf. And there's an actual parking lot. And when you Uber from the wharf, they literally give you places to go to get an Uber. It might be a little pricey to get a parking lot spot right on the wharf, but I know there's somewhere to park. 5 out of 5. Why are there so many places in DC where you can't put your car? It's so annoying because our public transit system also sucks. Like, it's just 5 out of 5 on the wharf, putting in a place to park. 5 out of 5. And also having the places where designated spots for Uber pickup. 5 out of 5. 5 out of 5. Whew, such a great place. Such a great parking situation. Okay, now let's talk about the aesthetic. I consider aesthetic like the Instagrammability of the lighting and everything. First of all, the best place to have a view on the wharf is La Vie. Nara Ya is literally one place beneath that, and their entryway is phenomenal. I'm inserting a clip right here. at this entryway. This literally reminded me of this museum me and Molly went to in New York that was made for like taking photos. Like this, the lighting in here, the artwork, it's incredible. Like this, the Instagram photos I took in this place made me feel some kind of way. Like it was giving all it said it was gonna give. Like it was so beautiful to take photos in here, and all the food was absolutely gorgeous to take photos of. Like the experience of it, like the aesthetic of this place is top notch. It got a 5 in aesthetic because look at the material. Like it looks incredible. Like it is, like if you ever, like I know I said Magnolia was fantastic. This is a rarity. This is a rarity to have something look this absolutely stunning and actually have it match. You know what? I'm going into the rant right now. Here's the thing, because I keep saying I'm gonna make this YouTube video. I hate a restaurant that is Instagrammable where the food is just okay, because they'll charge you like the food's fantastic. Like they'll have the exact same price points as a place like this, and the food will be just okay, if not bad. Like I've gone to multiple places where this is the case, and I might go back to one of those places just to show you guys what I'm talking about. And I will just trash talk those restaurants, because I've been to a few where everything is absolutely gorgeous. The furniture is gorgeous, the lighting's fantastic, the plating's fantastic, and the food is gross and overpriced, like, or just like really bland, like they didn't season it. Like it's the most infuriating thing, and it's something that's happening more and more often because everyone's living their lives online, and they know that if you can make the place beautiful, people will come to see it, just take photos of it. And it's a plague. It's happening where there's so many restaurants where sometimes where I look at the photos, I'm like, ooh, it looks kind of nice. I'm like a little hesitant to go because like, what if the food's bad and I'm paying the same amount of money for a restaurant where the food is good because it's pretty? Like it irritates me to no end. Like the whole point of a restaurant is to eat food, right? Like why is the food bad? You focused way too much money on the marketing and the advertising, and the product's not there. Like why would you want a place where you can only go one time? Because you'd only really go one time to any of these places because the food is not good and the price is too high. Like the pricing at this place, I'm gonna get into pricing now. So the pricing at the place, I put it at a 4. I am going to warn you. I'm gonna warn you now. It's not cheap to eat here. We made it a lot more uncheap because we were kind of wilding out. We were feeling ourselves. The first time I got to actually sit down at like a really full service restaurant on the indoors, and I'm fully vaccinated. So I'm celebrating that a little bit. I went a little ham, but we spent, this is gonna be embarrassing. Prepare. We spent, our check was 175 plus 175, 350 on food. But it was super good, and we drank a lot, and we were real litty. If you stay to the end, I have a video clip of B-roll that I wasn't gonna include in the actual B-roll, but it's an interesting little clip of video. I'll put it in here, but it's a rough one. But I don't regret it in the slightest, and I give it a 4 for that. Like it was a lot, and the price point's a little, like I gave it a 4 because it's like a little high, but honestly would go there again multiple times, don't even doubt. Like I just would have to like make sure that I'm setting myself, like understanding like, hey, you're gonna spend like $200 today if you go out, but like definitely gonna go back. Cause I went there on a day where it was just me and a friend celebrating a special occasion. Also, you'll know if you watched it in the video where we're celebrating, but I high key, I'm gonna warn my friends like, hey, it's gonna be this much, and we're all gonna go as a group because first of all, a lot of my friends, like 3 of them, do Instagram stuff, 1 of them for food and 2 of them for like clothing and stuff and like modeling and stuff. So us going back is going to be a event. We're gonna go and do this again. If you can budget and make, I understand that not everyone can afford to eat a meal like this, but if you can, and you can get a reservation, because the reservations were tight. Like I had to like be like, hey, I'm an influencer, to like get a reservation here. It is high key on the list of restaurants I will return to, which is a very high accolade. I do not return to many restaurants because I feel in life I don't like doing the same thing more than once. I'm very much so trying to get into new experiences all the time, but this is it. Like this is like, ooh, is this going on the birthday list? This might be my birthday spot. Oh, this might be the birthday spot. Shout out to any of my friends watching this video. This is where we're going for my birthday. This is it. Oh, my tongue is blue. I was hungover. I drank a Red Bull and a Powerade. I brushed my teeth 4 times with hot water, cold water, hot water. Scrubby scrub with a tongue scraper. Couldn't get it off, so my tongue's just gonna be blue. It's just gonna be blue. But what else? Service. Service was amazing. It was amazing. Like tableside services, like things like we had tableside services. Like I got drinks where I'm gonna talk about individual dishes a little bit later, but the service, hands down, amazing. Like anytime there's a restaurant that offers tableside services and they come in and they spaced out our meals, there's nothing that makes me more like, I go to courses a lot. I go to like restaurants that have like courses a lot where I'm gonna do multiple courses of food, and I like to do a cocktail with every course because a lot of people do. I like to make my cocktails match my meal so that it kind of enhances the meal. And there's been a number of times where I've gone out to a place that does courses that has wine with every meal, and they don't space it out because they're trying to get us in and out, which I understand, like you make more money that way, but you really do need to space out courses if they're gonna come with a cocktail every single time, because you just get drunk so fast if you're drinking a cocktail with every single course, and that did not happen here. I've had numerous stories. I might do a couple story times of like places where I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get the 5-course meal that comes with the menu, and then get the wine pairing or get the cocktail pairing, and they're just like bum rushing you with the next course trying to get you in and out. And I'm like litty, I can't remember like chunks of the meal. Like I kid you not, I went to a course meal like a couple years ago at a place called District Winery, and I will do a review on District Winery. I actually do like their space a lot, though I have some things I'm a little iffy about them about, where a little bit our fault. We did the tasting before we did the meal. Kind of us. Tastings there are pretty heavy. And we also rushed through the tasting because we thought we were gonna have more time to do the tasting before the table was ready, but the table was ready faster. So we had to chug through the tasting, and then we went to dinner where the wine was with every course. And it started snowing. Shout out to the person who picked us up, because we needed a ride back. We definitely needed a ride back from that. I literally don't even remember what I ate after. Ooh, I don't remember that meal. I just remember being crazy lit, and Molly was there with me. Shout out to Molly, if you're watching this, do you remember the rest of that meal? Because I just remember the tasting, getting sat down, it being kind of dark, and then me like bumping over a chair and like running into a waiter on the way to the bathroom. That's like the most of that night. And then it being like snowing and we not knowing it was gonna snow that day. So like it when they space it out, like it when they understand that we're there to just kind of hang out. Because it's not like we're not spending money, we're not loitering. We just need to make sure that we're spacing things out so that we don't get heavily wasted on coursing with cocktails and wine. But now we're to taste. Is it the best sushi I've ever had? I think it is. And I've gone to Nobu. I kind of hate Nobu. Is that bad to say? I kind of hate Nobu. Nobu is dark. Like, why is it so? It is incredibly dark in Nobu. Like, I hate how dark it is, first because I take food, like I take food photos for like part of my job now. And so the idea that I'm going to a restaurant that's pitch black, like it is, I had to do that weird candle thing where you hold the candle to the menu at Nobu because it was so dark in there. The sushi was, it was not bad sushi, but it's more expensive than this place. Like, and it was not as good. And I think Nobu is just one of those places that's just like mentioned in so many songs and in so much pop culture zeitgeist. Like it's such a part of like pop culture zeitgeist at this point that people always like, oh, I'm gonna go to Nobu. And it's just like kind of pretentious in there also, because like they got this like kind of like vibe in there. It's just like, we're better than you. Like in the restaurant, which is like, I get it. Like I understand you guys have like a reputation, but like, This place is now crossing off of like the best sushi I've ever had. No more Nobu, Nara. But let's get into the individual things, because I want to talk about specific things in this video, because oh my goodness. The tuna, ooh, not only is this tuna absolutely delicious, but look at the display here. And it's real wasabi. It's not like the horseradish based wasabi, it's real wasabi. And it's so good and it's so well balanced. The apples was a really nice touch, and it is smoky. Like you can really actually taste the smoke. Sorry, ooh, spilling over. You can really actually taste the smoke inside the tuna as you're eating it. And then they had the ginger there. It was like beautifully sliced. It's really good tuna, and I love myself a fatty tuna. It's not toro, but it does have like good amount of fat running through it. And then we had the uni butter. It kind of gives me a resemblance to like foie gras, and I love foie gras, but like ethically, I should stop eating it or only find foie gras that I know is ethically sourced. If you don't know anything about the history of foie gras, I'm telling you to look it up apprehensively, but also warning. It's a rough, looking into the history of foie gras is a rough go, but this gave me like a foie gras like feel, and it had like similar taste to that, and it's not as like evil to eat. So there's that. And then for my course, I got the duck, and then Molly got the rockfish, and we just kind of split it, which is kind of what we wanted to do. We were thinking about doing the courses, but we didn't like some of the things in the courses, because they do offer like a 5-course meal. Honestly, we didn't want dessert, and then it comes with dessert. Not really like, I'll do dessert, but like it's not like my top tier thing I need to have with every meal. So we skipped that just to go for entrees, get our own cocktails and stuff, and to try out the things that we wanted. The duck was so good. I love okra, and there's okra and like noodles underneath the duck, and it was once again, look at the material. Look at the material. Like, look at this. Look how it's just stunning. And then also the rockfish was delicious. Best broccolini I've ever had in my life, which is a weird thing to say, but that broccolini was fantastic. It was so good. It was so flavorful somehow. Like, it's broccolini, but like, ooh, it was good. And then I love myself some roe, especially salmon roe, which is what's on top of here. And the skin on the rockfish is very crisp, which is perfect. It was just really good. And it is filling. Like, I know that the plates look kind of small, but I was so full. And then after that, we got sushi. So we went in and got like a sushi roll. I think we got like the actual namesake roll, and then we got, what was it? The salmon? Give me 1 second. Okay, so we got the Nara Ya roll with sushi for the sushi roll, and then we also got the district spice. The district spice is like my favorite roll that we got, or my favorite sushi I've had so far, because it is actually a little spicy. There's like a little bit of like sauce that comes with it, like a spicy mayo that comes with it, and it's delicious. And the roll is made of, so the district spice is made out of spicy tuna, avocado, cucumber, finished with a house-made, oh, it's spicy, spicy mayo, there you go, on the plate. And then the Nara Ya is spicy salmon, asparagus topped with salmon, avocado, black pepper, torched with lemongrass miso glaze, and finished with crispy quinoa and microgreens. So both the sushi rolls were absolutely delicious. Did love it. Really didn't need the soy sauce. Like, the soy sauce was there, but it was so flavorful and impactful without it that I don't really think that you would need the soy sauce. I don't think I even use the soy sauce with the tuna. Like, I'm thinking about when I go back next to get like just like sashimi instead of actual sushi, because the tuna was so good. But then also I would like to get, I don't know, I'm not trying to figure it out, like what exactly I want to get next time, so I'm definitely going back. And then let's talk about drinks for a second. Okay. All right, so the cocktails. I got a Blossom 75, which is kind of a twist on a French 75, which is actually one of my favorite drinks to get. And it was absolutely delicious. It had pineapple juice in it, coconut water in it, and then sparkling rosé and gin and Aperol, which honestly, gin is my go-to cocktail. And then I will also want to talk about a little whiskey, and a Wagyu never hurts. This drink is fantastic. First, it comes with a little piece of Wagyu in it, because they set it on fire so that the fat from the Wagyu like washes over the whiskey, which gives it a very beautiful like texture in your mouth for the whiskey, and actually makes the whiskey so smooth. Plus, you get a little piece of Wagyu, and I love Wagyu beef, and it like paired really well with the whiskey. It was just a really nice touch to the cocktail. So, ooh, yes. And look at the presentation once again. Like, they set it on fire at this table. Like, this is a beautiful restaurant. I'm absolutely in love with this restaurant. So let's just go over the scoring, because it got a pretty high score. So it's out of 5, and then out of 10 for taste, and it's weighted. So we got a 5 for parking, got a 5 for aesthetic, a 4 for the price, a 5 for the service, and a 9 for taste. So this one came out for an average of 4.6, which is extraordinarily high. And I have pretty high standards coming to restaurants. I go to, like, as a person who's worked in the restaurant industry for a very long time, this thing's gonna be a staple. It's the first sushi restaurant in the Wharf, and it's just really rare. Like, this is just, it's a really rare experience. I'm going back. Like, I'm going back. If you made it this part of the video, I first want to thank you for watching my content. A lot of you guys have joined recently, and it's given me a little bit of shell shock of like how many people are watching my channel at this point. And then my next video, I've been teasing I wanted to do a video about pretty privilege and Black femininity and just like assimilation and all that regard into like the Black like luxury movement and my comments on it. And I'm gonna pair that with a wash day video. I thought it was a good time to do a wash day video. So that's gonna be my next video. Love you guys. Thank you so much for watching my content. And here is a clip of the end of the night. See you next time. Stay safe out there. Love you. A video of us hanging out, waiting for the Uber. What? I never do live videos because I never feel the need to like post things as I'm like actually out. I feel super awkward actually filming as we eat dinner.
Cause you're seeing
like you're just seeing her eating like
mouth.
I don't really know what to fuck.
So
I don't know what to
bad.
say. I
So
don't know what
bad.
to do. But this is my friend Molly. If you see a random white hand in most of my videos, it's her.
Holding up the bottle.
It's always her. Like, it's always her. So welcome to my friend Molly. You've seen her before, but like not fully.
Yep, here's me.
Hi. She constantly has random hair. Should I say the thing? Or should I not say the thing?
Say the thing. What's the thing? Do
The
it.
thing.
Yeah. Okay. Go for it.
We're celebrating her engagement.
Oh yeah, I'm getting married.
She's getting married. I'm trying not
That's
to curse.
the thing. That's the thing.
That's why we're coming out today to celebrate her engagement. I didn't know if I wanted to like post that or if you wanted that to be like public knowledge, but hi.
Hi.
That's why we came out. I'm really bad at B-roll. I'm so bad at it. So if you're wondering like why there are only 2 minutes of B-roll, it's because I'm really bad at it. And also it was raining earlier, so
It was really gross out.
it was really gross out.
Really gross out.
Also kind of lit. So if I have different energy than before, it's because of that. But we're on the way home. We got Ubers on the way back because we don't drive when we drink. So we're responsible
we're not
at least.
idiots.
Don't drink and drive. Maybe don't drink and drive. But the Wharf is fantastic. I'll do a video better when it's actually nice outside, so you actually get to see the Wharf when the Wharf is actually fantastic.